Hello, I'm Pygmalion Gerda, and welcome to the first episode in our series of administrative law made so simple that it doesn't hurt your brain anymore. You might have already picked up from my accent that I'm Irish, to be sure. Administrative law can be a labyrinthine and complex area of merits review, non-judicial review, judicial review, mandamus, and certiorari, just to name a few. But like a cute little leprechaun, the Ombudsman can pop themselves up out of the rabbit hole and provide a non-judicial avenue of review to challenge administrative decisions. The Ombudsman can begin an inquiry into administrative injustice without receiving any complaint from an individual. It is not the Ombudsman's role to remake a decision. It is only able to determine whether an original decision was unreasonable. One of the main advantages of the Ombudsman is that there is not a requirement to satisfy standing as there is when approaching courts and tribunals. But there are disadvantages. The Ombudsman cannot make a binding decision, is discretionary in which matters it will take up, and can only make recommendations to the Parliament. Today, our exciting new video explores the role of the Ombudsman and the breadth of its powers. Please sit back and enjoy. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Cheers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Fantastic.
Bill, you doing all right, champ?
Yeah, hanging fine, just fella, you?
Sweet. So what's the go with the footy comp this year? The Hammies are top notch and raring to go.
If only, Jeffrey, if only. You haven't heard that it's all turned to shite now?
What happened?
Well, Botany Council reckoned that we were going to organise the comp for nothing, and the Mayor made some pretty right comments about Paul and me and our families, that somehow we were ripping people off.
You're kidding.
No, but we proved them wrong. It took us a while though, the Ombudsman, the Supreme Court, and then into the Court of Appeal. It's a funny place there at court, wigs and gowns and the sort of talk that's pretty hard to understand most of the time.
Like that time Gina made me watch Suits in the TV, eh?
Yeah, but with all different posh accents and everything. Anyways, we never said that we were going to do the footy comp for nothing. We'd written letters and everything to the council, and we weren't going to let them get away with it.
Doggo. So how'd you fix it?
First, Paul sent in the FOI application just like you're supposed to, and that means council had 28 days to respond to us. Well, guess what? They didn't. And so that meant not responding when they had refused our request to get the information we wanted.
They're giving you the runaround, old son.
They sure were. Next thing, what happens is that the deputy mayor decides we can see the documents and things, but they wouldn't change them to show that we actually hadn't been taking the money. Anyways, Paul thought the next best thing to do would be to go to the Ombudsman and get it sorted out.
I've seen their ads on buses and stuff. Good idea.
We could have gone to the district court or even the Supreme Court, but that external review process is pretty complex and would have cost a bomb.
Anywhere you go near a court's not going to be cheap.
The great thing is that the Ombudsman Act lets you complain about a government authority. So, it looked like the council was really going to be in for it.
Happy days.
But the thing about the Ombudsman, mate, is that they can't actually rap someone over the knuckles for what they've done. But they can report to the relevant minister and tell the minister what they think should happen.
Like a recommendation?
Correctamundo, champ. Then the minister's got to table that recommendation in Parliament. So the Ombudsman investigated and found that we had written to the council, all proper and clearly, saying who was going to get paid and everything to run the footy comp.
So the Mayor definitely approved those payments.
And that was only the tip of the iceberg. There was plenty of other correspondence talking about payments and fees. They knew it all. So the Ombudsman said that the council should have fixed it all up, made the retractions and amendments, and cleared our name. Instead, they dug their heads into the sand like bloody ostriches and made us the scapegoats.
You're kidding.
No, so the council went off to the Supreme Court and tried to say that the Ombudsman really didn't have any powers to make those recommendations. that the FOI Act was not really enlivened in respect of the documents referred to, and thus the whole thing was unlawful.
Ah, them's big words there, Bill.
Well, sucked in, counsel. The Court of Appeal found that the Ombudsman's powers really are quite wide. They're designed to serve the public interest, improve public administration, and increase accountability to ordinary citizens.
Like you or me.
Yep, so the Ombudsman can act without having a complaint, make an investigation.
Which means?
Which means footy's on again this year.
Woo!
We hope that you enjoyed our short video presentation and that it helped you understand the role and powers of the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman has very wide powers, but is restricted somewhat by how it can resolve the issue of the plaintiff. In other words, there's not always a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow. Haha! So, au revoir, and we hope that you can join us for our next exciting installment. Goodbye!